Welcome to my first ever Frugal Farmhouse YouTube video. Welcome to my channel. It's really weird to say, but I wanted to make a video for you guys to go over these kits. I thought maybe it was easier if we did it like a tutorial. So I'm a visual learner. I don't know if it's easier to follow instructions by watching someone. So thank you for watching, and let's get started. This will be what you're going to be making, your last name sign. I already did one, so I'm just going to kind of walk you through the process, okay? So you are going to start out with a kit like this. This is what your kit looks like, okay? You have a plain piece of wood, you have your frame pieces, you'll have nails, paint, and brushes and vinyl in your kit. So you're gonna start off with painting that board. Let me get it. One that isn't taped. You're gonna paint. You're going to do it gray, black, or white. That's going to be your background color, okay? I did mine gray with white, and then you have a stained frame. So, if you can think of it like that. You're going to start out painting it with this foam brush, okay? And when you paint, I want to flip that, because that side, kind of look at it to see what side is the best. You're going to paint it, you're going to paint a first coat. All your coats are going to be light. If you've been in my classes before, you've heard me say it like 50 million times, use light coats. So you're going to put on your first coat. It's going to be so light that you're going to see, you should see wood grain through that first coat of paint. You're going to let it dry completely. If you don't let it dry completely, there's going to be some spots that are wet, some that aren't, and when you go to put on that second coat, it's going to drag or pull that part that wasn't dry, and there's really no kind of fixing that. So make sure it's dry. Okay, I'm going to put on my second coat. Second coat is dry. You don't need to paint your edges, okay, because you're going to put on a frame. So it's dry, and now I'm going to put down my vinyl. When you put down your vinyl, you are going to, this is, obviously yours will be bigger, but here's the vinyl. This is what I do. I pull from right to left, and I literally stick it to my left hand, and then I pull it up, and my other hand can kind of guide it as you pull. Okay, like that. So I have my vinyl. I'm going to put my vinyl, I'm going to eyeball it, but if you want to measure, I do like to measure too with these to make sure they're even on both sides. So I'm going to put it down. Da-da-da. And you can pull it back up. Just because you put it down doesn't mean that's where it is permanently. You can pull it up and rearrange it. Trick to putting it down is when you put it down, smooth it down in one direction. Don't like smooth this part down and oh, now I'm going to go and smooth this part. Just kind of gently work it and smooth it down. Once you have it down, you're going to want to press it down around the edges really, really good. Don't forget about your middles. You might have middles in your names, like middle of your E, middle of an A, middle of an O. If you have an X-Acto knife at home or a straight pin, those work really well to take them out and put them in, as well as get them out at the end. Okay, so you have your vinyl down. Then next you're going to take your Mod Podge. It's going to be in a little container like this. Don't confuse it with your white paint, okay? It's going to smell different than your paint. It's going to smell like glue. So you are going to take your foam brush. You're going to have a smaller brush. I'm going to get that quick. Okay. You're going to put on your paint. Oh, sorry, your Mod Podge. You're going to put your Mod Podge on with this. So with your foam brush, be careful. Sometimes I don't use foam brushes in my classes to put on Mod Podge or paint because sometimes it tends to kind of get sticky and pull. So just be careful. With this, I might just do like a dabbing motion, but just make sure it's light. When I say light, it should be clear, not white, okay? Let it dry completely, guys. Let that Mod Podge dry completely. Okay, so it's dry. Now I'm going to put on my paint on top of my letters. So I painted mine gray. I'm going to do white letters. So I'm going to go rinse out your small brush. Go rinse it out under the water. Dry it really, really good. Squeeze it between a paper towel. And then take your white paint and put it on. Again, maybe let's do like a dabbing motion. You'll probably need 2, maybe 3 coats of white. I'd probably say 3, but light coats. Remember that first coat, you should see, like if I painted it gray, that first coat will look, I'll see gray underneath that first coat of white paint. So I'm going to put 3 coats on. I'm going to let them dry in between coats, and I'm going to let it dry completely. I know it's so hard to wait, but like go put in a load of laundry, go fold a load of laundry, go have a cocktail, watch TV, like your favorite show, but make sure it's dry. I know it's so tempting to like peel it up and see what it looks like, but it can pull with the vinyl if it's not dry, so just let it dry. Okay, so it's dry. Now the fun part, I'm going to peel it up. Oh my gosh, it looks amazing. You might go, oh my gosh, what happened? It bled underneath in some spots. That's why you want to, I always stress to do the light coats because then it won't bleed as much. But if it did bleed, your little, your little makeup sponge, you can use the tips of those and you just kind of go, well, now that just looks dumb. I'm doing it on a plain board. You can go around and just like smooth out those mistakes. Done. Okay, your mistakes are kind of covered up if you had any that bled under. Now you're going to do your frame. So with your frame, I'm going to show you guys. Look closely because your frame is pre-drilled. See the holes? Okay, and you have 2 on the ends. You are going to nail those on. So get out your nails and your hammer. I have a trusty pink hammer that I love so much. And then I also, in a little dish, I labeled them on the top. You have wood glue, okay? You have white paint, you have Mod Podge, and you have wood glue that is all white. But I labeled them, so, but if you take off the top and then you forgot, guess you're just gonna have to smell them, but maybe I can write in magic marker. I did masking tape. Maybe I'll do something on the sides, just so you don't get goofed up. Okay, so you're going to want to start on this end with your short piece of frame. You're going to line it up with the holes on that edge. You're going to make sure it's nice and flush. You're going to take your nail and your hammer, since I already have it, and just hammer them in. Okay? First one's on. You're going to switch it and do the other side. Put a little bit of wood glue down, guys, before the frame piece on, nail it. Then you're gonna do your top and your bottom. Again, put some wood glue, line it up. Don't forget about the edges. You have 2 on those sides. You're gonna nail them in. You're gonna flip it. You're gonna put some more Mod Podge, wood glue, and nail them in. Your frame is on. You did it. I hope that was easy to understand. I hope I didn't go too fast. I hope I didn't take too long either. And you have a fun time putting these kits together. Thank you so much for buying a kit and making these with me at home. Thank you for supporting me and my family and my business. And I hope you guys all are healthy, staying healthy and cozy during this quarantine time. And I will see you really soon. All right, take care, guys. Bye.